Let's get ready to rumble Battle Royale.
Look at that, he actually got the line this time.
Ooh. There we go.
There we go. That was almost like the one intro we had once with the broom.
The broom?
With the room.
The room. Ah.
Yeah, you remember the one.
Yeah.
What is line? Oh, I missed that film.
We need to rewatch this someday.
For sure. Right. Welcome to our filler episode. Obligatory. If you see this episode, it means
we ran out of stuff. Or we just didn't film stuff in advance.
We most probably didn't film stuff in advance.
Well, we did, hence why this is out there, because we filmed this in advance, just in case we didn't have
Yes, that's right. We didn't film anything recent. God, this is almost as complicated as time travel, which basically it is.
Yeah. So, today's episode, still on the topic of video games, I guess, if there's no... But if not,
we talked about video games once, by the way.
Yeah. Today as well, before we did this episode. But anyway, and today's, though, is about the Battle Royale games, particularly the new one and one of the first ones, and then the probably most recent big hit one.
Yeah.
But now is no longer the most recent big hit one since the new big hit one.
Because of the new one.
They're all very... So,
popularity is a weird thing.
So, PUBG, so Player Unknown Battlegrounds, Fortnite, and Apex Legends.
Yes, so those are the big ones. I think probably best to just start from the beginning and start with Battlegrounds.
Player Unknown Battlegrounds. Yeah.
So basically, if you don't know, it started out as, I think, a mod for Arma 2.
I think so, yeah.
And then it became its own thing due to popularity, which happens to a lot of mods on Arma 2, like DayZ, which became its own thing, and incidentally, crap. Player Unknown, for some reason, did very well. I haven't actually played it myself. I'm guessing you have. Have you played?
No,
okay, well, there we go.
I've always been curious, but I've never gone around.
It seems pretty cool. I mean...
It seems fun, yeah.
I'm sure that seeing as all of these Battle Royales that have spawned off of this concept, there must be something really good about it. Especially because people hold it in much higher regard often than Fortnite.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, we can't really say too much about
PUBG, other than the fact that it was one of the biggest of all time. And it's still, I think, relatively big. I think, though, it's kind of dying out in all the competition. The fact that there are games that are much better than...
Because that's the thing, they didn't patent their
mode.
Their mode.
Which they... To be fair, I hate it when games do that. It's like, oh, Call of Duty patented the 6v6. No.
Not really.
It wasn't the first to do it. Oh, Battlefield patented the completely destructive environments. No,
not particularly. That's kind of expected of a game right now.
You can't patent game modes in games. Like, that's the thing. However, if people ever went, well, since Call of Duty Nazi Zombies was such a big thing, why didn't every game do it? Because, well, that's obvious. That's copying a game mode as opposed to, replicating a similar game. Battlefield 5 and Battlefield and Call of Duty are both first-person shooters with usually Americans being the protagonists, so they're basically the same thing, kind of like how... Because this thing, when you look at the styles of each three, they're all very different.
True.
Stylistically, they're all very different.
Well, we'll say about PUBG as well is one of the things that when I heard about Battle Royale and like how it works, it really reminded me of not necessarily the Hunger Games as in the films because I haven't actually seen them, so being reminded of them is really difficult. But the game mode Hunger Games in Minecraft.
Yeah.
I don't know if you played it. It's basically the same thing. The only difference is that instead of kind of dropping somewhere, you start in the middle, there's boxes in the middle with weapons and shit, and then you run away.
Yeah.
But it's basically that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Battle Royale was pretty much already... Because that's the thing, if people go...
Minecraft invented it.
Not even that. The Romans invented it with the Colosseum. Probably not even the Romans, probably before... Like, that's the thing. This thing has been around, this idea...
Well,
then again... been around for a while.
Not quite the Colosseum, because the Colosseum is a confined open space. Whereas the idea of Battle Royale as well is that you go out there, you kind of hide somewhere, you survive, you shoot anyone who passerbys, one man standing kind of thing. So I guess Hunger Games is a little bit closer in that sense.
Yeah, Hunger Games is so... I mean, that's the thing, like...
Or what's again? Actually, No, I think now I'm thinking about it because Hunger Games is apparently based on another film, which I think is called Battle Royale. I think it's a Japanese film where it's basically the same story.
I think I've heard something.
I think it's called Battle Royale. Is that why the game mode is called that way?
I have no idea.
Well,
either way, I think
I've
the
cracked
thing
the code.
Is, you look at Ron solve the mystery. But anyway, when you look at how many games are doing it now as well,
yeah,
like Call of Duty.
Call of Duty's doing it instead of a campaign, which is dumb because the campaign was the only worthwhile thing about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. The only reason I still kept playing Call of Duty was really for the campaign because they were actually not bad at storytelling. To be fair, not since like Modern Warfare 3 has there been a good story told. Actually, I didn't mind Ghost. I thought it was an interesting concept, but the execution wasn't great.
Yeah.
But I think now moving on to Fortnite. Fortnite is very cartoonish.
Yes.
That's the thing I kind of like about Fortnite. It doesn't take itself seriously. It's very cartoonish. And to be honest, when I played Fortnite, I played the PvE stuff.
Mm.
I didn't play the PvP. I didn't really care about the Battle Royale.
No.
I don't find Battle Royales interesting, to be honest. I'm not attracted to them. Like, it doesn't have the same appeal to me as like a team deathmatch sort of style.
Yeah, that's fair enough to me.
But then obviously now we've got Apex Legends.
Yeah.
And obviously Battlefield 5 is going to try and do something similar with it, but I have no idea what it is.
Then again, every classic first-person shooter game has a game with Battle Royale on, such as Counter-Strike as well has Blackout, which is basically the same thing over and over again because there's only one map and it's not that big of a map anyway.
Yeah.
But that one is actually pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Because what I do like about so basically with these battle royales, right? There's a huge difference in between them. Fortnite is quite cartoony, but there's a lot of building involved. That's unlike most other battle royales. You don't really have that. When you get to Apex Legends, one of the things that's about it as well is that you can get really powerful weapons really quick.
Yeah.
In terms of Counter-Strike Blackout, that's not the case at all. It's actually kind of difficult to come by weapons. So often you have to survive with relatively bad weapons for a while. And it sounds kind of lame because you can't really do much damage, but at the same time it's kind of cool because it actually makes you want to invest in like trying to find better weapons and actually feel very scared when you run into someone else.
Because weirdly enough, only enough to talk about, the Division did something similar with survival, which is basically everyone started in this particular situation where you basically start with nothing. You're in a situation where you are basically either going to freeze to death unless you get somewhere warm all the time, and you constantly have to find better gear as you progress. And you have to upgrade your filters for your hazmat masks, and then you can enter the dark zone and actually evacuate. So that's one of the cool things I thought about, is the fact that they put their own spin on it. I think that's the thing. I'm frustrated whenever I hear people saying, Fortnite copied PUBG, or whenever you hear people going, Apex Legends copied Fortnite. It's like, no, they all bring their own thing to the table. Like, they're all... It
is pretty dumb, though, because as far as I understand, Epic Games does try to sue people for making battle royales or like trying to copy a little bit.
The Fortnite Epic Games? Or?
Yeah. It's dumb because you can't do that, especially when your game is technically
a rip-off
of another game. I don't know if you've heard, actually, like, not only that, they're not only suing people for taking things from their game, they're being sued by other people for taking things into their game.
Yeah, like, that's the thing, because the guys who made PUBG tried to sue Fortnite.
Yeah, and failed.
Fortnite has now tried to sue EA, I assume. Yeah. Which, just straight off the bat, why would you? That's
dumb.
Suing the base. Let's be honest. While we don't like EA, they are the giant. They are the king.
True, but they've also in this scenario done nothing wrong.
Yeah, this is the one time where EA is not the bad guy.
Yeah.
Weird. That feels weird to say. Ugh.
It feels wrong.
Yeah.
Incredibly wrong. There's also the whole thing as well. I think, you know the guy from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air who played Carlton Banks?
Oh yeah, and how he tried to sue Fortnite for the dance.
Technically, he lost, didn't he?
I think so, yeah,
because he stole the dance as well.
Yeah. Like, he stole the dance as well, and more important, it's like, technically, if it's about the dance, you don't own the rights to dance. What do you mean? Technically, the TV channel, the show does. Technically, because they're the ones who funded the show. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like anything that's on their show, technically kind of belongs to the show.
No, it's not just that, but like, you can't patent the dance move.
You can't, yeah. No.
If you could, a lot of people should be sued right now.
Yeah.
Because they're all doing the floss.
The moonwalk, or anyone who's ever done the whole pop and lock and shit out.
Or the floss.
Or the floss.
Maybe that's why no one actually flossed on New Year's Eve.
I'm pretty sure, like, that's the thing.
Ninja was like, I'm not seeing enough movement right now, and they were like, yes, because we don't want to be sued by that fucking backpack kid.
Shazam did the floss.
True. Yeah, I'm worried about that, but at the same time...
I like it. I think it kind of makes sense. It's like, it's kind of... It's, you know, it's a kid.
Don't get me wrong, that's still one of the main superhero films that I actually want to see this year.
Yeah.
Because it looks so fun, but the floss was a bit cringy.
It was cringy, but I was like, oh.
Then again, yeah, okay, well...
It's the cringe, but then you realize, no, that's
it's a kid, so
what he would do. Because you look at it and go, I bet Billy Batson plays Fortnite.
Yeah.
Without question, he plays Fortnite.
Here's the thing. How well do we actually know Billy Batson? Because all we know is he's in foster care. So, I mean, I get probably, yeah.
No, he plays Fortnite.
He probably does.
He plays Fortnite.
I mean, I guess. If we go by the comics Billy Batson, then yes, definitely.
Yeah. Now, here's the other thing. The thing that is most kind of entertaining is the fact that so many of these Battle Royale games are now going to iPhones or phone apps. And I just think...
And it's cross-platform as well.
It's cross-platform, which is kind of cool, but I think phones?
It also gives you a weird a disadvantage if you do play it on phones.
Oh, yeah. You're not...
It does say something about the game, by the way, now that you mention it, where the performance of a phone is good enough to actually carry these games.
Because it's only PUBG, I think, that's made the main transition. Fortnite hasn't done it. I don't think Fortnite will.
Yeah.
Because I think the thing is...
I think it's on its way. If not already done. I'm pretty sure it's already done, actually.
No, I don't think so.
You sure?
Let's look at the App Store.
Let's look at the App Store. Meanwhile, I'll go on the internet. Fortnite phone. Fortnite mobile on iOS.
Oh my god, it is on. What? Why? Why is
And again, it's cross-platform with every other console.
Like, I got why PUBG was, because it just graphically it's not the best game, so it made sense. But Fortnite has, like, some very particular graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so this PUBG has zombies in it. What? So it has the Battle Royale mode and the zombie mode in it. That's... Huh. This is just weird. This is just fucking... This is the weirdest thing, I swear to God.
Yeah, pretty much. See, Apex Legends does not have this.
It probably will at some point.
It might do. Yeah. To be fair, Apex is not actually cross-platform.
Then maybe it would then, actually.
Yeah. What I will say about Apex, that the thing is, there's a couple of things that I kind of... I will say, I got tired of the concept a little bit quick. Because it was fun. It's fun to play with other people, but at some point, it is kind of the same game over
and over again. It's repetitive. I think that's the problem with games like this. It's repetitive.
What I also, like I said, contrary to Blackout, which is actually the Battle Royale game that I've probably played the most at this point, with Apex Legends.
Wait, isn't Blackout the Call of Duty one?
No, this is the Counter-Strike one.
I'm pretty sure it's also called Blackout and Call of Duty.
Really? That would actually be bad.
Maybe Counter-Strike is a different name and you're thinking something else. Maybe.
Counter-Strike Black Site. Sorry, Black Site.
Yeah. Blackout for...
My bad. It is Black Site. So Black Site is the one that I played most frequently, which now I realize is actually kind of ironic, because I forgot the name. Contrary to that, in Apex Legends, you can get pretty powerful weapons pretty quick. There's these abilities and all that, which is really cool, but I feel like it kind of takes away from the idea that you kind of have to survive.
It's survival-based.
The best tactic I found in Apex is just to jump into the action and just fight as much as possible.
Yeah, before people get too strong.
Yeah, the offense in that game is by far the best defense. What I will say that I do like about it is obviously when you start, each of the 3 people in the squad chooses a different character.
Yeah.
And each character has their separate abilities, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
Especially because these abilities are completely differently orientated and they do completely different things, and you can find which character works best for you. For instance, for me, I found Gibraltar is quite cool. That's my main one that I use. Um, the only thing that I kind of dislike about it is that if your team is not particularly well balanced because their main champions are, let's call them champions, I guess, are completely different and similar in their power set. Like if you have no healers whatsoever, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
So it's really difficult to kind of find that balance in there. That's probably the main reason why I actually opted to kind of get better with a defensive character, whom I constantly forget to use the shield ability, because the shield ability is actually kind of shit. I mean, it works well. Basically, it spawns a shield, right? And when you stand in the side of the shield, any projectiles coming your way are stopped. However, when you try to shoot from the shield outward, it stops the bullets as well.
Yeah.
So you can't shoot from within the shield.
Yeah. A lot of games do that though.
Yeah, but I hate that.
It balances it though.
It's dumb.
Makes it fair.
Not particularly.
Because that's the thing. Like that's how it works in Destiny, for example. So in Destiny, there's a
didn't work like that in Anthem.
Titan ability called Defender, which is like you basically create a protective bubble around you.
Yeah.
And once again, enemies can't shoot in it, but you can't shoot out. But the main thing is the idea of it is it's for basically to get in there, reload, and have a safe space.
Sure.
Even if it's just for 5 seconds, and then go out and shoot. Because the other thing is as well, like,
I guess
it can buff you. So, for example, in Destiny, it gives you an extra shield on top. So you step in, you have an extra shield, you step out, and the extra shield lasts for a few seconds, but you have that extra buff. And the same thing, you can also buff your damage as well. So step in, step out, your damage is buff. So if it's just meant to be a protective shield that gives you a few seconds of rest, I can kind of see the benefit.
Yeah, I guess.
But if it only does that, then yeah, it's not as good. But it's if it buffs you in certain ways, so that when you lead, you're better prepared, then it makes more sense.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I will say the weapons in Apex kind of don't particularly inspire me, to be honest. Like,
they're all kind of the same as I'm guessing.
They're kind of similar, but like a lot of them are. There's a lot of crap weapons in there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of very good weapons, and whether you find them on the point where you spawn is purely based on luck. Really.
Yeah, which a lot of these battle royales have, to be honest.
Yeah, true. It's still much better than Fortnite as well, because in Fortnite I felt like the only thing I could really do is drop somewhere where no one else drops, dance a little bit, and just wait until someone kills me, inevitably.
Yeah, true.
I killed someone once. That was pretty great, and then someone killed me right after, and then that's about it.
Yeah, I'm most interested to think about like battle royales, because like when you think about the Division and the Dark Zone, weirdly enough, the Dark Zone kind of is a battle royale. Not exactly kind of.
Not exactly, no, because you do respawn.
You do, but it has that feel occasionally, because it is everyone against everyone, and it is. There's basically anyone at any point can just turn on you and kill you. Kind of same, because that's the thing. And like in battle royale games, there's no obligation to always fight each other. You can make beneficial like truths to help each other. No one ever really does it that way because they're not that smart. But you could.
True.
Yeah.
I think this might be a good point to go to a break.
Yeah.
So let's go over to today's sponsor, and that is
the sound of silence.
That's our sponsor this week. It's Silence. I'd say more about it, but they didn't really tell me what to say. They were kind of quiet throughout the whole thing. They really... I mean, I kind of asked what they do as well. They didn't really say much.
Yeah.
Actually, they didn't really say anything at all. Now I think about it.
I wasn't even sure that they were still on the phone when we called them. Like, we called and they said, hello, and we went, hi, blah, blah, blah. And then after like 5 minutes, I figured that I don't think the guy's there anymore.
Yeah, but they didn't hang up. Because there wasn't a tone or anything. It was just, there was nothing there.
This is weird.
I think we did exchange emails as well, but one of them was just blank.
Yeah.
It just said, High Dawn, blank, and then all the best. Which means I don't actually know if they sent us any money at all. I'll be honest, it's kind of weird at this point. But as not to jinx it, we may as well just thank them. So thank you, Silence, or whatever your real name is. You've probably mentioned it at some point, but we didn't hear. Yeah. So questions this week? Yeah, cool. Here's another one. Cool, excellent. Let's do another thing that we haven't done in a while. Let's check if there's questions online that people apparently want answered for some reason. Here's a good one. Batman doesn't sleep. How is he still alive? I mean, coffee, I guess.
Coffee, and I'm pretty sure he does sleep occasionally.
I mean, he must do.
Like, you've seen some of the movies, like, where at one point Alfred, like, rips open the curtains and just Bruce Wayne goes, bats are nocturnal. I think it was, like, in Batman Begins or whatever. And you're like, yeah.
Pretty much.
You see, he sleeps. Very rarely, but he sleeps. Remember that animated episode of the Justice League where Batman, because they're fighting Dr. Destiny or whatever it is, has to get coffee, and then he slams money down, slides it across, like, give me a triple. The guy's like, okay. What?
Oh man, that was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
Here's another question that might actually be fun. If you had to live with a superhero for 1 year, which hero would you pick?
I feel like either the Flash or Hal Jordan. I feel like they'd be fairly easygoing. Probably the Flash. I feel like he'd be a good roommate.
I don't know. I think he would be a very messy person. And I don't know if I would be.
I think the opposite, actually. I think he'd be very tidy. Like Barry Allen.
Well, it depends. Yeah, actually, Barry Allen would be relatively tidy. Wally West would be really messy.
Yeah, Wally West would not be a good roommate.
I think... I mean, I don't really want to say it like that because it's obvious, but I think Bruce Wayne would be a decent roommate. Half the time, he's not even there.
That's true.
And, you know, he'd probably pay the majority of the rent. Yeah. So he'd be living pretty well.
And even if not, you'd probably live in his mansion, at which point you probably wouldn't even have to see him. You could just live in the opposite wing.
True. And if he has girls over, nobody fucking cares because he's in a different wing.
Ah.
Plus Alfred.
Ah.
So...
Plus, he is a billionaire, so he's going to throw like lots of parties. So you know,
it's true. So
good point.
I mean, I don't really want to go for the obvious answer, but I think the obvious answer in this case is the best one.
It's like it'd either be Bruce Wayne or Barry, because Barry would either be a very good roommate or Bruce would be a terrible roommate, but you never see him, so he's
true. Good. Plus, if you live with Bruce, you get to see a different Robin every 2 years.
Yeah, that's true. And like when you think about the other
maybe you'd be Robin actually if you were Batman's roommate.
That would not be a good idea.
I mean,
considering the track record, I think at this point, you know, they either die, go mad, or get angry at him, or leave. No.
It's a good point. Actually, I don't really want to be Robin.
Yeah, because when you think about the other ones, like Wonder Woman, pretty sure she'd be a bit naggy. Superman, he would just make you feel like crap. Like you'd be there, just like you would do something impressive, and you're like.
Also, I feel like Superman would be all for a humble living, and at some point he would move out because of marrying Lois Lane and everything, and then he'd leave you with the debts to the apartment, and I don't think it's really worth it.
And Hal would be a slob, and it would not be nice living next to the same room when he brings women over. So
I don't think Diana would be particularly easygoing.
No, she wouldn't. She'd be very naggy, like I said.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure she'd be the ultimate nag person.
I think. The only way the apartment would be tidy is because she binds the lasso around your neck and just makes you clean.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound all that bad, to be honest. I mean...
Oh, that's the thing. Like, the only reason anyone would go Wonder Woman is because you would go, why pick Wonder Woman? Because, you know, she's really nice. No.
She'd be very
She has
dominant.
the lasso of truth around you. Why are you her roommate? It's like... She's hot. Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason. You want to know something?
There's no other reason.
Nothing would ever happen because she's your roommate, and I doubt she would agree to anything.
Yep. I think there's...
That would just be it'd be a bad idea.
No, it's a horrible idea. I stick with
Because she'd
Bruce.
be tempting all the time. Like, every single time you see her, like, temptation. And like, nope, can't do anything.
I'm going for the obvious answer. Yeah. It's gonna be Bruce Wayne.
And then you think of like the Marvel superheroes, they'd be very similar. It's like Captain America. He become like somebody make me feel like crap all the time.
Yeah.
Bruce Banner. That's just a bad idea.
To be fair though, you say that, but I wouldn't want to live with Tony Stark.
No, I don't think I'd want to live with Tony Stark.
Because he's a dick. He makes you feel like a dick constantly.
To be fair, out of all of them, I feel like he's the only one because Thor would just.
I'd live with Peter Parker.
Oh,
he's pretty decent. Prone to dying, but pretty decent.
Oh, so remember Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
The Peter Parker and how his room turned out when MJ left him?
Well, yeah, but that's because he was depressed and didn't have anyone to pick him up. You could be that guy.
Nah, that's true, actually.
You could be the guy to save Spider-Man from depression. Plus, I mean, it is the main continuity Spider-Man, to be fair, but
yeah, that's true.
But to be fair, you know.
That's true, yeah.
Then again, having said that, Miles is a pretty good candidate then as well.
Yeah, Miles actually.
Because I feel like the Spider-Man would be really easygoing.
Yeah, Spider-Man would be easygoing. The X-Men are just...
There's too many of them. I wouldn't want to live in that mansion.
Nah, I wouldn't want to live in that mansion.
Because then they make you actually study for it.
Yeah.
And you'd feel shit because everything you're studying is cool and all, but everyone around you has superpowers and you don't.
Yeah. And then you think about the Fantastic Four, and
even worse.
Be fun. It would be.
They'll make you your bitch because you don't have superpowers.
Yeah.
And they're
Johnny would just annoy the shit out of you.
And Reed just goes, "Okay, well, are you intelligent?" And you go, "Sure." And he goes, "Like me?" And you go, "No, maybe half."
Not
maybe.
Even, that's a big maybe, by the way.
Yeah.
Big maybe. And let's think. Like so, Thor would just be a bad idea. I feel like.
I mean, that depends. Would you live in Asgard? Would you have access to the Rainbow Bridge? Or would it be like some Earth Realm apartment?
Because the problem is, if you're in Earth Realm, he's just going to be kind of annoying. Because you look at how he lives with the Avengers.
Yeah, you see how he lives with Daryl in Australia.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
He would be a horrible roommate.
If you then move to Asgard, like, oh, but it'll be better there. No, you are immortal amongst gods. They treat you like shit. They all look down upon you.
Yeah.
Like, there's, like, only Spider-Man's probably the only good Marvel one. Kind of like how
Or,
Flash.
actually, maybe Ant-Man.
No.
He'd be pretty...
Not Hank Pym.
No, Scott Lang. Scott Lang would be pretty chill.
Yeah.
Then again, if you become his roommate, do you have to become roommates with his roommates as well?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Because there's a lot of guys there.
Oh, God, that'd be...
It's a bit much.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we landed on a safe 2 answers. Spider-Man... No, actually 3. Spider-Man, Batman, and Barry Allen Flash. There you go. Now we go to a break, and we'll be right back with some more talk about Battle Royales. Speed... Whammo. Bammo.
Whammo bammo.
Alright.
Flammo camo.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Alright, so, the second part of our Battle Royale thing, seeing, everyone's making one. If we had to make one, what would it be like? We don't have the budget to sort of away to actual, like...
Or the Photoshop skills.
Yeah, so, that's not happening. You go first.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still trying to think of one.
I mean, the thing is, I can probably improvise this because there's a couple of ideas that already are coming into me that I think would be quite cool. Do you remember DC Universe Online?
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of like a battle royale with that idea, where it's like instead of weapons, you have superpowers, and you're actually finding points to improve your powers.
Okay.
So basically, you start off not really being able to use your powers, then you find points, let's say at 10 points, you can start using your basic powers, right? So if you're a fire person, you can shoot fireballs. If you're a flying person, you can kind of fly, stuff like that.
Yeah. Telekinesis.
Stuff like that. I will admit, as I'm saying this, it could get very messy if not executed well.
Yeah.
That's the only downside to it, because obviously you have to balance these powers pretty well against each other and make sure that not one power is overpowered per se.
Yeah.
That said, you could probably have superpowers as pickups, like instead of weapons. So you could pick up fire powers or flight or stuff like that. That would be pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
So that's one idea.
So one of the ideas I have, I've got two now, but I'll say this one first since it was the first one I was going to think of. Pretty obvious one, and I'm pretty sure it's probably already been done, but something like a fantasy one. So
sure, yeah.
Originally, I had plans for like a D&D one shot, which is just like Battle Royale, something like that, where it's like, everyone picks a class and they have to play as that class in a Battle Royale mode, where basically they can use their own abilities to their certain advantages by finding certain areas on maps. Like that. I think that'd be kind of cool to see.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah.
The other one I was thinking of, and I think this one actually has a lot of scope, because while it's been kind of done, not I think to its full potential, a horror-based Battle Royale.
Ooh.
So I've got two sort of ideas for this. One of which is more horde-based, the other one is like serial killer-based. So the horde-based one is basically everyone's thrown into an area filled with zombies, and there are two ways of going about this. You can either work together, but in the end, you can all work together, but only one person can escape. So you can only work together to get to the escape route, but by the end, when you get there, it's like, well, if no one's died along the way, I've got to die now.
Yeah.
And like that would be, I think, pretty fucking cool. And
that
like
would be pretty
if
tense.
Zombies are chasing you down all the fucking time, I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
The other horror-based one is like maybe everyone's locked in like a some sort of like asylum or building, or fairly large as well, and one person is picked to play, similar to like Dead by Daylight and Friday the 13th. Someone's picked to play the serial killer, and they're unkillable, they're unstoppable, they just go around killing everyone. So basically, their job is very. Or it can be an NPC, maybe like Resident Evil 2.
Sure.
Can be if you want to, if whatever company wants to. But everyone, once again, only one survivor. So everyone has to work to get resources and turn on power, find keys, do all the shit that. Once it gets to the end, and because you can't kill each other, it's like a race.
Yeah.
You have to be the quickest one there, and you could be just one guy who goes. Done. Just kind of hide near the
Actually, I have an addition to that idea.
Yeah?
You might not be able to kill each other, but you may have the possibilities to sell each other out to the killer. Yeah. So maybe instead of grenades or something, you can attach a thing to someone, like and when it detonates, something like that. Like when it detonates, it makes a lot of noise to indicate to the killer that someone's there.
Yeah. Because that's the thing,
it would be a dickish move to do in real life,
actually,
but in a game.
One game I think you could really do well, and it would be terrifying, is Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
Because you've already got the NPC aliens stomping around, but everyone's kind of like, oh, fuck. They're just quietly building stuff. Whenever the alien comes by, they're just going to hide in. And the funny thing is, if you're hiding in one of the lockers, the alien just comes by, and just someone walks around the corner, stops, sees the alien, trips away. And better yet, if you're on the locker, and you watch someone just get ripped apart in front of you, like,
yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Nope. So imagine that, but then you're walking with someone, and they go, "You go over there, and I go over there. Go get him." And he goes, "What did you do?" And he goes, "Nothing." And he goes, "All right." And then they walk off, and then 10 seconds later, you encounter an alien, and you're like, "Fuck," something like, and you just hear, "Nee nee 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 nee," and you're like, "Oh no! Oh no!"
That would be so awesome, because the paranoia would build, because technically if you all started in the same area as well, on the same team essentially, and you're all looking at each other going, who's gonna fuck me over first? Who's gonna get me killed? The paranoia. Oh man, a horror based one. That'd
be pretty cool. That's like a combination of two game types, which actually works really, really well.
Yeah, because once again, it is a battle royale. You're not directly fighting each other. Because the best thing is if you're running from it, if whatever the creature is, you're running from it, and then you get to the door, someone gets it, slams it and locks it, and you go, no, please, no, fuck you, and then just runs. And you're like, no! That would be cool.
That would be cool.
I want that game now. That's a battle royale I would buy and play. Definitely.
So, I have another idea for a battle royale, and this one is kind of based on Stratego, kind of. So basically, when you go in, squad of 3, as per usual, one is just a soldier that has to kill everyone. One is a flag that, if killed, the entire squad loses. And the other one is a bomb, which, if killed, the person who killed him dies as well. Okay. Now, it sounds very simple. There might not be much to it. It might be a very shitty game. But I feel like with this, you might actually promote more team play.
Yeah.
Because imagine the kind of thing that happens if someone's flag kills someone's bomb, right? It's fucked everyone over. Because he kills the bomb dies, but obviously he has to die as well because of the rule. The flag dies, therefore that entire squad dies. So technically, by killing the wrong person, stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be.
Stuff like that could emerge. It might not even have to be a squad of 3. Like maybe it's a squad of 4. Maybe it's like team against team, but not team deathmatch obviously, but like stuff like that.
Like multiple teams.
Yeah.
Like 4v4.
So I think like a 4v4 v4 v4 v4. Yeah. Something like that.
4 teams of 4. There we go.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. That would be cool. I think.
I've just thought of another one. So similar to sort of the superhero power ones and a mix of fantasy genre. But with fantasy creatures, so you can start in, and basically you already beforehand pick what kind of fantasy creature you can be. A werewolf, vampire, some sort of shape-shifting creature. And you basically, throughout it, just slowly build up power towards the end. And like maybe it's like because it's daylight or something, and it's just slowly becoming night. And once it's night, your full power is activated. And like there maybe could be like 5 people left, there could be 10 people left, or there could be however many people left. You can kill people along the way. Once that happens, all shit's off, you're as powerful as you can be, and just whoever obtained the most power, it's most likely going to be the one who wins.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to see.
That'd be pretty cool as well. I think another fun thing to do in Battle Royales is every squad gets 1 revive. And that revive can be used on 1 player only. So they have to decide which one is actually worth reviving.
And it could be almost at any time as well. So it's kind of like, I could revive you now, but we want to wait and see how far we get.
Yeah.
Like, so you could revive them at the last minute and still have a full squad. Or it could be down to 1 person, like you go, I need backup.
And also when you're revived, obviously you revive on the very same spot that you died. So basically, if you die very early on, like your entire squad, everyone just goes, okay, so who do we send back?
Yeah.
We have 1 shot. Who is the most competent? And then everyone will fight. But in real life, about who's a better gamer.
Yeah.
And then the round's over, and they're
or
like,
then
fuck
there's
you.
an occasional thing where it's like, who are we going to bring back? Dude, it's pretty obvious who the best fucking gamer is. It's this guy. We've got no other choice but literally to pick him.
Basically that. Or this guy's the worst one. Let's send him back in.
Just for fun, for shits and,
then he
giggles.
wins.
Well, know why? Why? Because no one will see it coming. No one knows who he is. But that's the beauty.
It's the element of surprise.
Yes, exactly.
It comes back, dies immediately.
Yeah, like, shit. I did not see that coming.
Were they surprised? I sure as hell am. Oh, man. Here's the thing. Ever since I knew about the Tetris Battle Royale, I've been joking about the fact that there should be a Minesweeper Battle Royale. I just still am trying to figure out exactly how that would work. I'm still not sure.
No. I'm not sure either.
I only know that the tagline would be, where we dropping flags, boys.
Here's a kind of idea I've got for one.
Okay.
Like a Titanfall-based one. So there are mechs scattered throughout all the map.
And you
need to rebuild them. So you have to find parts, and you basically have to kind of build like a weird,
that's pretty cool,
deformed hybrid mech. And then basically, and it can be in squads as well, but like there's so few mechs, only realistically 1 squad member can get one. Maybe 2 if they're very lucky. But like it's one of those things where it's like, fuck, that would be intense to see.
That would be really cool.
Because you're all fighting over the parts. And then at the very end, you've got mechs fighting each other. So it's a win-win. That'd be cool.
No win. I guess technically it would be possible to do with Anthem then. But I'd just rather not.
I think Titanfall's the best option. Because Titanfall already has the full build mechs.
True.
And like the proper
And the mechs are actually better.
Yeah, the mechs are better in Titanfall anyway. Because they're proper mechs, they're not just armored suits, they're mechs.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah.
To be honest though, out of all of them, the horror one, that's the one that's...
I think that's a bit...
Having played Friday the 13th and a little bit of Dead by Daylight, the cool thing about them is they are team-based, but I'd love one which is like, no, only 1 person can make it out, and you therefore have to fuck people over to get out.
No, I still think one of the most fun one of those that I've ever played still is, it's called Stop It Slender, which is basically the Slenderman mode for Gary's mod.
I know, yeah.
You know that.
What you're talking about. Yeah.
Playing as Slenderman is one of the most satisfying things in the world. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to just, and especially if you're like on Discord with everyone playing together, and you're just right behind someone, and you go like, "What are you doing there?"
Yeah, that's the best.
Very nice gas tanks you're walking by. Do you care to stand around and admire them?
Yeah, because I remember.
Why don't you look behind you?
Yeah, because I remember playing Friday the 13th, with a friend of mine, and basically just to really fuck with people, because we were both communicating with Mike. So it was like, dude, what if you were helping me kill everyone? And he's like, sure. And then basically he would just tell me where everyone is. Like,
nice.
Yeah, we got kicked eventually, actually, but I was like, still worth it.
Well, yeah, obviously.
But like, and then afterwards, it's like, nope, now I'm strictly just coming after him. Like, I was just targeting him. I was leaving everyone else alone. Like, no, you die now.
But that's the kind of thing that you do. I think with Stop It Slender, though, it's a little bit more fun as well, because you can't actually see Slenderman when he doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah.
So it's like, where the fuck is he? What's happening?
Coming to think of like horror-based games, what I would like to see. I know this isn't a battle royale technically, but this would be kind of cool. Is if they did a Batman Arkham game, where you're the perspective of the criminals, and Batman is an NPC. So kind of like Alien Isolation, he's just around there, and like you're just trying to get away from him.
Arkham Battle Royale. Everyone is an inmate,
and you could get upgrades to become the bosses.
That would be pretty awesome.
That'd be cool. You could either be an inmate or a guard.
It's like the thing in Fortnite where you got to play as Thanos for a limited time.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know, but
fuck it.
Whatever.
Why not?
I don't know why. You know, when they played as Thanos, they didn't just kill everyone until just one left and then just go. I wonder what will happen now. There's only half.
And then you just see, oh, he crumbles down. Ha! I got him, guys. I sniped Thanos.
Gone for the head.
No! And then I would love it if you did snap your fingers and it was just a white screen and you're just standing there going.
Literally, the creator of PUBG just standing there, turning around and going, "Is this what you wanted?
Is this what you wanted?" Yes.
What did it cost?
Everything. But anyway, I think we come with some pretty good concepts there.
We did.
I think, in all honesty, though, the best one is probably the.
Oh man, a Thanos horror game. Imagine that, where like every minute he snaps his finger and half of the players die.
Oh.
And it keeps going until there's only one player left. It will suck because obviously it's completely random.
Yeah. And you guys are all trying to figure out a way of how to stop them. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. I think we've come up with some. Because that's the thing. Just weirdly enough, one last thing about horror games. They've done like this Friday the 13th, and obviously Dead by Daylight. I would like to see one either as a battle royale or in a similar style with an alien-based one.
Yeah,
that would be cool to see. Where you're all stuck on a spaceship as well. So that would be cool. But anyway, there we go. I think we come up with a lot of good ideas.
Yep. We've kind of strayed away from battle royales, but let's be honest, battle royale as much as people kind of do creative things with it, it's pretty limited in what you can really do with it.
It's still like you have to either fuck people over or just kill them.
I think at this point, every new battle royale will just be an echo of the previous ones.
Yeah.
There's
with their own slight little twist on it.
So
to be fair, I think in the end, the horror one really is the only sort of unique one in that sense.
Yeah, but to be fair, it is a combination between battle royales and the horror games.
Yeah, that's
it's true. It's like a hybrid genre.
It is a combination between
which is great because it does make a completely new genre that basically opens up a lot of possibilities. Yeah. But then these possibilities are also very limited again. Yeah. Then you
would only be able to make horror games within that style.
I will say, if anyone does that, I will play it.
I think the most likely one to do it is probably a Resident Evil style game.
Sure.
Because I think because you could have it be a tyrant.
Yeah.
Just chasing around, or Nemesis. But either way, I think that would be what you'd go with.
Probably.
Yeah. But either way, there we go.
That's it. So, thank you very much for watching again this week. Thank you very much to Silence, of whom we do not speak. And don't know. But thank you. And catch us again next week when maybe we'll have a fresh one.
Or you may never even see this episode. Who knows?
Who knows? Probably not.